Okay, I am of the people of Idaho or the United States in this court of record. All right. I think that's a pretty powerful statement to make, which it's supposed to establish your sovereignty, and it kind of takes a little power away from the judge. And there was a third thing I forget. But that little statement is supposed to be pretty helpful for just establishing the court proceedings. Oh, and then also, okay, the third thing is establishing common law. So you got establishes your sovereignty, common law, and takes a little power away from the judge. Um, by saying that I am of the people. That's how the Declaration of the Constitution. That's how the Constitution is started out, as we the people. I am of the people. So before it even goes into the Bill of Rights, it was established that we're people first, and that ties in with common law, which the lawyers are taught about case law, but that's how it's tied together with common law. But I guess it's a little bit different because it's kind of a jurisdictional thing. It's more than case law. It puts the power in your hands. You become like in charge of the court, but you still have to follow the court rules and respect the judge's authority. So it's kind of a weird way of looking at it. I really appreciate this guy I'm listening to. I forget his name. But he's got like an 8-hour course. I'm not even halfway through it, but it's been very helpful. It's called the Nitty Gritty Law School, Nitty Gritty Law School, something like that. And it's not so nitty and gritty though. This guy isn't like some backwoods fella who's taught himself law on his own. Well, he kind of did, but not so much not backwoods style. Although that doesn't hurt. I mean, if you read about Coke Stevenson's when he ran against LBJ, I read the LBJ book, and they talked about Coke Stevenson's. He learned law on his own, and he lived out in the countryside of Texas. You can do it, but I'll tell you what, all that reading can be kind of dry. To actually listen to people talk on YouTube is very helpful. And it's very inspiring when it's about this common law, okay? Because it does take the power. It puts the power back in your hands, as opposed to learning about legal procedure and how things are going with the statutory law and all that. It's a lot. It's as a civilian, as a person. I'm more of a person, all right, of the United States. It's better, all right. They took civics out of class in the 1950s and replaced it with American government. They replaced the title because how they were teaching government changed, okay? The mandatory national standards for education took the power away from the of learning about government. Took elements of learning how you could take it into your own hands. They took it away from us. Okay, they could have gone into more detail with a Magna Carta and the wording of our Constitution. All right, and just how we could bring the power and just talk about common law, because there's a lot of topics. All right, but yeah. Anyway, with common law, yes, I try to put the power into my hands, but I have to respect the courts. I'm not going to make declaratory statements, or I can get fined or thrown in jail for contempt of court and all that. So I'm going to respect the procedure. I have to put on a good show. All right, I have to go in there and put on a good presentation. That's what this guy was saying. All right, even though I'm like in charge, I still have to make a good show with my facts and just talk about the senses, the things that are facts, and they're hear, smelling, taste, seeing, And then a sixth one, which is what was going through your mind at the time. How did you feel? That's actually a legal way of wording, a legal way of using facts. All right. So for my example, I was offended by the cops. All right. All right, and that's a sense, but yeah, you want to put on a good show. You be respectful of everybody and make friends in a way. The way it sounds, you want to be on good terms as best you can. Be as friendly as you can. A lot of guys make the mistake of going in all angry and making declarations and demands and just trying to take control away from the judge, and it goes horribly for them. The freelanders, the freemen, the this so I keep forgetting the word for some reason. So, and I want to go to say solitary for some reason. I don't know why. It's seclusion, secular. Well, just it's a part of the Freeman group, and they go on angry, all right, really angry, a lot of anger, and make those declarations. You want to go in nice and subtle. Just go in. You can really establish a lot by just saying, "I am of the people of Idaho, and I'm here under the court of record." Okay, it's just nice, subtle, and then just respect the procedures. There's a lot more to it, but trying to just take in what I need to for my misdemeanor and seeing how I can just be a better defendant in a way.